Hey, did you know that there is a 1996 movie called Jack Frost where a serial killer gets magically transformed into a snowman and goes on a killing rampage? Yup. Apparently, it was even good enough to get a sequel in 2000. That's right, today we're asking how much do you know about Jack Frost? Stay tuned for the end of the video where you can take the quiz and see how you stack up to everyone else. So who or what is Jack Frost? You may have heard of him as the elf or sprite-like figure who is traditionally responsible for the changing color of the leaves, fern-like patterns of ice on your windows, and, of course, that nipping at your nose.
Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Yep, that's the one. Jack Frost is usually depicted as a mischievous character dressed in blue or gray and wielding magical powers of frost and cold. Especially popular in Western culture, Jack Frost has appeared in everything from 18th century poems, Civil War propaganda, comic books, video games, and even DreamWorks animated movies. But where did this fun-loving master of cold get his start? It's actually kind of hard to pinpoint the history of Jack Frost, but it seems likely that he comes to us courtesy of British culture. See, back in Old England, the name Jack was used as a stand-in for a generic man. So, one theory goes that Jack Frost was simply the common term for the personification of winter, kind of like Old Man Winter or Mother Nature. So, it seems Jack Frost is just the latest incarnation of a winter deity. And although the oldest reference to Jack Frost is from the mid-1700s, personifications of winter and winter deities go back a long ways, and they come from all over the world. One of the oldest winter deities is the Greek god Boreas. As the bringer of winter and god of the north wind, Boreas had a nasty temper and was known to lash out at the people of Greece. Boreas is said to have once been so infatuated with an Athenian princess that he wrapped her in a cloud, kidnapped her, and married the poor woman. To the Athenians, of course, this meant that they had a god who was related to them by marriage, which came in handy when it is said that Boreas was responsible for sinking 400 Persian ships when Xerxes threatened Athens in 480 BCE. Meanwhile, the native Acoma people of New Mexico had their own god of the north wind, named Shakak. Shakak was married to the daughter of the chief, but because he was so cold and distant, the chief's daughter longed for the warm and loving god of summer, Miochin. Of course, this led to Shakak and Miochin fighting one another in a battle that pit all the forces of winter against all the forces of summer. Unsurprisingly, the battle ended in a draw, and the two gods agreed to each rule over the world for one half of the year, creating the seasons. And then there's this guy. Yep, that's right, it's Dead Morose, or Grandfather Frost. What? Who did you think it was? In Russia and other Slavic countries, Dead Morose is a mystical winter wizard who brings frost, cold, and snow. Originally, Dead Morose was said to kidnap misbehaving children, but as times changed, so did the folklore. Soon, the once malevolent winter figure started teaming up with another traditional Russian fairy tale character, Snegorochka, the snow maiden. Together, the two would bring gifts to well-behaved children on their magical troika, or sleigh. That sounds a little familiar. So, as the days get shorter and the weather gets colder, remember that while Jack Frost might be nipping at your nose, you might also find Boreas sinking ships, Shakak reigning over his half of the year, and Dead Morose and Snegorochka leaving a gift for you for the new year. That is, if you're well behaved. So, how much did you know about Jack Frost? Play the quiz right here to find out. Let us know how you did in the comments below and tell us what we should cover for our next video. Of course, make sure to like and subscribe before heading to Sporcle.com for more mentally stimulating diversions. Thanks for watching.